and an esteemed politician, Mr. Joe Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman is a Shillman Journalism Fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center and is the chairman of the Joe Kaufman Security Initiative. He was the 2014, 2016, and 2018 Republican nominee for the U.S. House of Representatives, Florida Congressional District 23. I would like to request Mr. Joe Kaufman to please come and say a few words.
Thank you. I'm honored to be amongst friends in the Hindu community. And like you, I mourn for those Hindus and Sikhs who were recently murdered by Muslim terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. The perpetrators are, of course, well known. Lashkar-e-Taiba, Hizbul Mujahideen, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Al-Badr, and Lashkar's newest terror affiliate, TRF. And the Pakistani backers of the violence are known as well. In fact, it was reported that Pakistan's ISI intelligence agency held strategy meetings with the Kashmiri terrorists. But the ISI has been doing this for years, so who could be surprised? I would say that the United States should hold Pakistan's feet to the fire. But when the Biden administration is holding meetings with the Taliban to discuss financial aid to Afghanistan, who is anyone to think the U.S. has the moral backbone to do anything with regards to Pakistan? I also grieve for the Hindus who are being targeted in Bangladesh. Just like in Kashmir, the Islamist group Jamaat-e-Islami has its tentacles connected to the terrorists, much as the group did 50 years ago when it partnered with Pakistan's military to systematically murder literally millions of people in what is today called Bangladesh. It must be noted that Bangladesh, a nation where over 90% of its population is Muslim, has outlawed Jamaat-e-Islami. And Jamaat is not the only problem for South Asia. Jamaat has a huge presence here as well. When protests against India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi were taking place across the United States, after Modi and India courageously began to take back its property of Jammu and Kashmir, operatives from Jamaat's US-based ICNA group were among the leaders of many of the protests. Did you know that ICNA, or the Islamic Circle of North America, gets millions of dollars of US taxpayer money annually? That's millions with an M, financed through government agencies like FEMA and Homeland Security. And with this money, ICNA is growing larger, with more and more subsidiaries and a global reach. When disasters take place in the US, ICNA Relief shows up. When disasters take place overseas, ICNA's Helping Hand shows up. But who exactly are they helping? Years ago, I first reported how ICNA was a partner and top donor to a Pakistani Jamaat charity, the Al-Khidmat Foundation. At the same time, that charity took a delegation to the Damascus, Syria home of then Hamas leader Khalid Mashal to personally hand Mashal a check for $100,000 for future terrorist attacks against Israel. ICNA has co-sponsored pro-Hamas rallies. ICNA has asked its followers to provide, quote, material support to Chechen militants linked to Al-Qaeda. And ICNA has promoted domestic violence against women. And while ICNA is raking in millions from US taxpayers, the group continues to harbor a death squad leader from the 1971 Bangladesh massacres, Ashraf Uzaman Khan. In the 30-plus years Khan has been with ICNA, he has served in some of ICNA's top leadership positions. This while he was sentenced in 2013 to death in absentia for the murders of 18 individuals. Why is this man still in the United States? Why has he not been extradited to Bangladesh to be brought to justice? And why is ICNA still in the United States? Did you know ICNA Relief's Chief Operating Officer, Abdul Rauf Khan, is located here in South Florida. He has been photographed at numerous events with U.S. congressional candidate Barbara Sharif, who is happily featured at one of ICNA's events, as well as a number of radical mosques. I know this demonstration today is about what is going on in Jammu and Kashmir, but I am here to tell you that what is going on there and in Bangladesh and all over South Asia is going on here as well, and something needs to be done about it. I am here amongst you, a Jewish friend among Hindu friends. In November 2008, when a Jewish rabbi and his wife and others were murdered by members of Lashkar-e-Taiba at a Mumbai, India synagogue, the entire Jewish community rallied to speak out against it. Jews felt threatened, and the Jewish community spoke out. Today, Hindus are threatened, here and abroad, and the Hindu community needs to come out united against it. We must shut down Jihad-e-Islami in South Asia, and we must shut down Jamaat in the USA. If we ignore terror, it will never leave us. Thank you.
Thank you.